Mango here. I left the tribe for a day and headed out to Kona for some errands or whatever, but I'm sitting on the beach. I'm not supposed to go to the beach right now. We're all in quarantine. You're not supposed to gather on the beach or sit on the beach. You can swim, you can surf, you can fish, but you can't be sitting on the beach. Do you see that? That was a dolphin right in the center. There are dolphins playing out in the ocean right now, right in front of me. Oh, so cute. You could go out there and swim with them. There's a bunch of people on kayaks, snorkel. They come here every morning. It's kind of cool. You just play with the dolphins. You just swim with them. They're right there. Big old creatures being all cute. Oh, goodness. On to chapter 7. A baby named Mango. 7th grade. Moon cycle. So we're living in Ochre Shadows, and I have my little clique of friends that I got all close with in 5th and 6th grade, and we moved to this new school that's just built, West Hills Middle School. Brand new building, so we feel all special. It was different though. We weren't all in the same classes anymore. All of a sudden we were in a bunch of different classes and we were spread apart, and even lunch was different. There were like 2 or 3 different lunches, so we didn't necessarily see each other. And it started causing some change. This was a year of big change. This was the year of my moon cycle. About a month before my 13th birthday. Exactly. A month exactly before my 13th birthday. I woke up with something extra going on. It's really not fun. I didn't know how to feel about it. There wasn't much talk about it. It was embarrassing. But I got used to it. Looking back, I just see it was a time of strange change. Didn't know how to handle it. And as an adult now, I appreciate it. I appreciate the change that happened so much, moving from childhood to adulthood, as it opens up your world to more layers of beingness, of expression, of emotion. We moved shortly after the year started. My parents decided that they were going to sell the house that we bought and built. And my mom was always great at getting us excited about whatever move was going to happen. I don't remember feeling much remorse or sadness around it, except for I was scared about not living next to my friends. But I was still going to school with them, so that was okay. So we moved into an apartment building that was like a 30-minute drive away from school. But my parents were like, okay, we're going to sell this house. In a little while, we're going to build another one. So we're just going to drive you to and from school. So that was kind of cool. We actually got some more time with Dad. He'd drive us to school most mornings, and Mom would pick us up. So we had 30 minutes with each parent a day in the car, And I mean, obviously we had more than that at times. I just appreciate that. And I got more time with Jake and Kaylee because we were out, not by our friends, we were with each other again. There was a movie theater nearby, and there's a big shopping center, and so we got all excited and went shopping. We did all of our Christmas shopping by walking to all these shopping places, and there was a Fred Meyer. It had a PlayStation game thing that you could play. We would go over there and play all the time. Tekken, this fighting game. We got really good at it. Jake would always beat me though, of course. Oh, big brothers, always beating me. Oh. I was taller than him though. I was excited about that. 7th grade, he was in 9th grade. We're going to the same school. I was 2 inches taller than him. That's right. I hit my growth spurt sooner. He caught up by the time we were in school again, when I was in 10th grade and he's in 12th grade though. So, you know, I had 1 year of glory. He still got all the cute girls though. Ugh, man, he was dating this redhead that was short and so cute, and she would talk to me and be nice to me because I was, you know, his taller little sister. And I just would be so intimidated and embarrassed that she was talking to me that I couldn't even like talk to her. She was so cute. Good job, Jake. Yeah, it's an interesting time. You come into adulthood, you come into sexual feelings, and in the culture I grew up in, we didn't really talk about it. It was very suppressed. And in my opinion, that's not very healthy. These feelings come up, these things happen in our bodies, and whatever your opinion is about that, I think it should still be talked about. I think the piece that was missing for me and my perception for a lot of kids, especially the boys, is what do you do with these emotions and things coming up in your body? Okay, my culture says no masturbating, no sex till marriage. What are you supposed to do with it? Tell me. So I learned what ends up happening is a lot of masturbation, which I think is normal and probably healthy, absolutely healthy. I have some like about it, some shame. I have a lot of shame around it still. There's a lot of shame put on it. I was afraid of my stuff. I was afraid to take care of myself, wash myself. I was very terrified when I had my period and I had to do things that was like, oh, I have to touch myself down there. And that's the wrong way to look at it. Oh my gosh, it should be like, oh, I get to love myself. I get to take care of myself. And this is precious to me. And I'm still healing from that. Yeah, I want to heal from that. And it takes a while. I would walk around the school in my very awkward new adult body, and still awkward because I'm kind of weird and I'm in this in between of like boyish girl thing, and people would be like all the time, I got a question, are you a boy or a girl? And I had a hard time with that. I had such a hard time people asking me that. Like socially, I felt like hiding, you know. I would walk into the girls' bathroom and girls freak out, and this still happens to me. I don't really, now I kind of just say something like, I'm a girl, you know, try to just raise the awareness that nobody else gets to regulate how somebody expresses their gender, okay? And I understand that we all feel safe in our gender separation bathrooms because we're afraid of rape. And that's true. That's a real life thing. It doesn't really happen in public restrooms, and how could it? The stalls aren't even like very private. I don't know. It's weird. So the next year, I decided to start growing out my hair. It was kind of short, and everybody's asking me if I'm a girl or a boy, and there's all this sexual pressure, not really pressure to have sex, but just pressure to be sexy and cute, and people are dating, and I secretly know I'm gay and I want to hide it. I have this dream of one of my friends. I remember it. I was terrified that I had this dream. It was just a sexual dream about one of my friends, one of my girlfriends. And now I look at it with like love. I'm like, hey, my body was just like telling me what's going on. Like, hey, here's the truth. You know, and I was like, oh no. Anyway, so I had to grow up my hair and I had to start wearing makeup so the boys would like me, right? I remember my mom telling me that. Boys aren't gonna like you if you don't wear makeup. Oh, Mom. I realize now that that was her own insecurity. She wouldn't leave the house without makeup. And I don't know what she was terrified of. Maybe she was terrified of the boys not liking her because maybe she had some of her own queer feelings? I don't know. I think we all do, actually. I have my own queer feelings. I don't just have attractions to women. I mostly do. So it gets confusing, especially when we're in a world of needing to define it. Grew out my hair, put on makeup, was wearing girl clothes. Felt good. I got all this attention. Oh, your hair's so cute. And all my little girlfriends are talking about how cute I am. You know, and really I liked that. I liked getting the attention from the girls. That's actually what I wanted, so it worked. Underneath it though, I was uncomfortable. Girl clothes didn't fit me right. The pants were too short. The shirts would like right up over my love handles all the time because I felt like, I don't know, maybe I was wearing too skinny of a shirt, right? Because you gotta wear like tight clothes and be sexy. Ugh, so uncomfortable. Why? Started shaving my armpits. Oh, that was really uncomfortable too. It hurts. It hurts. And then, you know what happens? You get stinky because your skin is like skin on skin and you stink worse than usual. And then you wear deodorant and then that smells funny and it smells funny on your shirt and then it's embarrassing when your shirt gets a little wet. Oh my gosh. All these things were so embarrassing. And really it's like totally natural to sweat. It's totally natural to have some smell. If you shower every day, you know, it's not that bad. In fact, I think I smell good. I think I smell really good. Maybe after like 3 days of not showering, it's kind of rank, but I don't know. I think we're missing out by covering up our scent. So, yeah, so we lived in this apartment building, far away from my friends, getting in with Jake and Kaylee, and we go to this new ward, this new community church. And I started making friends with the girls my age in the neighborhood who happen to live right behind us. There's this like white vinyl fence that I would jump over and be in their backyard. And then another friend lived across the street. So there's these houses. And I made really good friends with this small little ward. There was, you know, like it's just this tight group. And having a deep, growing connections with some girls in a spiritual way really deepened my connection to the church, to like the theology of it, the spirituality of it, to the community, and to these girls. That connection felt really good. And in that it deepened my loyalty to the church. Yeah, which I think is really more, I don't know how to say it. It was like I made the association that it was the church, it was the Mormon church that made me feel all of these great feelings. But when I take it apart and step back and I have distance from it, I just look at how much I enjoyed spirituality and how much I enjoy connecting to humans, especially in spirituality. That's a much deeper connection. But it created a lot of loyalty for me towards this organization. One of these friends I had extra special feelings for. I really enjoyed the connection with her more. Her name was Tiffany Yates. She was so cute. Oh my gosh. She was funny. She was fun. She laughed a lot. She had this great smile. She was cute and all kinds of popular. Oh, I loved hanging out with her. I enjoyed the other friends. Angie was another one I was close with. Jake ended up dating her too. Of course, Jake. Getting the cute girls or my best friends. That's fine. At least it wasn't Tiffany this time. So after 8 months of living in this apartment building and growing close with this ward and these girls, we bought another house. It's time to move. I remember this movie being particularly challenging. because this was the first time I felt really deep connections with a group of friends. I loved being with them so much. We went to girls' camp together. We would hang out every day. My mom's like, you can still hang out with them. You can call them. That's not true. Yes, we spent some time on the phone, but for me, distance doesn't work. Long distance relationships don't really work very well. And I couldn't drive, so it's not like I could go see them whenever I wanted. No, I had to talk somebody into driving me to see them, and you know what? It didn't happen. So I was sad. I grieved this loss a lot. Yeah, 7th and 8th grade. Interesting times. Growing into adulthood, I think maybe that's what the opening up into like a moon cycle means for me, is opening up emotions and having deeper connections. That's great. I'm just realizing this now. I'm so grateful for it. I'm also grateful for PMS. It's got a bad rap, and sometimes I have a really hard time with myself during it, but I'm realizing that during that week before I start my period, I am feeling my emotions so intensely that things that are kind of lingering emotions, unsaid stuff, has to come out. There's no way it can't come out. It is time to clear some energy. And that's what tends to happen. I say the things I'm afraid to say. It guides me towards the directions I want to go. I really appreciate the moon cycle. Helps me feel life, move through and be in this experience. It's not steady. No, it comes in waves, ebbs, and it flows. What a beautiful life. Thanks for listening, everybody.